Jylla, it's a success story where they have brought together nearly 433 farmers of small landholding size, and they have really created history in giving multiple shipments of their produce to the global stage. Now, since we have spoken about Meghalaya, let's also have a quick view on the global supply side scenario. So, if you would see, the global organic acreage has grown 2.3 times in the last decade. India has, within India, if you see, we have 3% nearly of our total cultivable area under organic, and specifically in India, the organic is concentrated in few of the western states, and with Orissa coming greatly into the picture. If we see on the demand side scenario, this clearly tells that for calendar year 2023, where the total organic retail was 147 billion, the 90% of the share is being held by North America and the EU. And on the right hand side, my graph clearly shows one of our peer countries, or you could say the South Asian country, China, coming into picture, which has the third highest organic market retail size globally. So we also have some insights on India's organic market. So as per a study conducted in 2023, India's organic market had 1.4% in global organic market share. Typically, if you see the percentage, the share of this India organic market in various regions. So the first was South. South has the largest market with 35% share, followed by North, West, and then comes the East. Here again, that was the scenario of 2023, but if we see in a decade, by 2033, where do we see the domestic market to reach? So India's domestic market is expected to grow at a figure of 13 to 15%, reaching 12,500 crores by 2033, and there will be a shift in the consumption basket of Indian consumer that is expected, while pulses
change in transforming food systems. Because for the elders here, it just seems like yesterday that we were that age. It's true. It happens very quick. So we really want to encourage that. We need to help and preserve this biodiversity, promote sustainability, land management, and strengthen the local food security. So empowering, and we've got to trust youth. Not just empower, but trust youth in organic agriculture. Not only ensures continuity of the traditional knowledge, but also fosters a new generation. As we officially inaugurate the first Northeast Organic Week, let us commit to a future defined by cooperation, responsibility, and innovation. The efforts we undertake today will resonate beyond the week, influence policy and markets and communities. There's leadership, long history of leadership, in advancing organic agriculture, and it celebrates the vibrancy of the Northeast. We had a great time yesterday. The 4th World Organic Youth Summit. This event marks a significant milestone and has been brought to fruition by efforts of central government, local partners, and of course IFO Organics Asia. It's a showcase of the importance of the Northeast region of India as a region of extraordinary biodiversity and cultural richness, and of course it's about the people. Hei tangata, hei tangata, hei tangata. It's all about people, beautiful diversity, and the cultural attitudes and practices and intelligence that comes with that. So Northeast India stands out for its remarkable biodiversity, its vibrant cultural landscape comprising of over 200 ethnic communities, and its strategic geographical position. So these elements together create an exceptional setting for advancing organic agriculture and ecotourism. So we're right behind the ambition that India is demonstrating, and you have our full support. The region's rich natural resources, plentiful rainfall, and long-standing traditional farming systems from a strong base of organic cultivation, which is exemplified in Sikim's successful achievement of becoming a fully organic state. That's very inspiring for the rest of the world. Today, we are privileged to welcome delegates from 22 countries and regions. So your presence here highlights the global significance of this event and underscores that the organic movement is a collective one. It's a collective movement, transcending borders. We're all working together on this task. So this gathering is more than an exchange of knowledge. It's an absolute opportunity to be building lasting connections, to foster collaboration, and strengthen the global pursuit of a sustainable organic agriculture. So thank you, India, for leading the way on that. The Northeast India Organic Week aims to promote dialogue and cooperation on key issues such as close-border organic trade, market access, youth entrepreneurship, the women's leadership in the organic sector, climate resilient farming, and of course biodiversity conservation. As such, it goes without saying that the 4th World Organic Youth Summit is a necessary component of the first Northeast Organic Week. This summit is an example of work of iPhone Organic Asia, that of an event organised by a regional organisation, but one with global implications. This summit started out as the Asian Organic Youth Forum, a spontaneous grouping of former trainees who did some training with Organic Asia as youth leaders, and is now expanded to the Young Organics Global Network. It's fantastic. And Lamu, are you in the room? Please. Lamu, you see, no, you can't get away because it is the extraordinary effort of a whole team. Lamu, put up your hand, please, so people who recognise partnerships and rekindle old ones, strengthen global alliance, and renew our collective commitment to nurturing an organic future that is prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable. Shukriya.
Significant number of Indian exporters, organic manufacturers who have joined in today's session. My heartfelt thanks to everyone. And first of all, I would especially like to thank the state government of Meghalaya for collaborating with us for this first Northeast India Organic Week. As we all see that Meghalaya has a significant export potential in organic, and while we are moving forward in working on increasing the organic production in India and also organic exports, it is very important to collaborate with the state governments because they have been last night connectivity with the all the stakeholders in the value chain. My special thanks to Ms. Jennifer Chan. Efficiencies are there that needs to be worked out. So far it has been done very well, and I'm sure that with the able leadership of the state government, we will be able to take forward the organic movement in the state. And the Northeast India Organic Week, this is the first of its kind initiative. Like it was said by Jennifer that in Korea already they have such a initiative, and in EU, in fact, they have a Northeast, they have a organic day. So we want to replicate that in India as well, so that to bring in more visibility to the system. We are also working with the Food Safety Standards Authority of India to bring in awareness on the organic certification system and for critical organic produce, how it needs to be identified. And we have now come up with the video material that will now be significantly scaled up. And through this platform, I would also like to invite everyone, all the stakeholders from the state of Meghalaya, to participate in good numbers.
Approach to doing work and the wonderful working relationship that the whole team has set up with our team has really enabled us to kind of do a number of things. Our first exports which we did, whether of our oranges, whether of our pineapples, was to the support of APIDA. Events like this and a number of other things that are happening in the state are thanks to APIDA. So I'd like to really place that on record before I move to other things. Now, I think this is a wonderful opportunity because we have friends from abroad, we have our own, farmers, our own officials, to share a little bit of the, agriculture story of Meghalaya very briefly, especially both organic, focusing on organic, but also otherwise. Meghalaya, as you all know, we are a small state, but we are a very small state, but with huge aspirations. Today, I don't know how many of us know, today Meghalaya is the second fastest growing state in the country, behind Tamil Nadu. Meghalaya is also the only state which has grown at 10% over the last 4 years post-COVID. So the growth rate of Meghalaya has been very good and we are doing extremely well. And the very interesting thing which people in this room should know is that this growth of Meghalaya over the last 4 years, anybody who knows GDP calculation knows there is the primary sector, there is the secondary sector, and there is the tertiary sector. Across the world, primary sector is not growing so fast. So the growth everywhere is driven by the tertiary sector, even for our country it's the same. But in Meghalaya, surprisingly, if you just look at the numbers, maybe sometime in one of the technical sessions I request somebody to show these numbers, it is the agriculture sector which is growing much faster than the other two sectors in the last 4 years. So the things that we are doing, the investments that the state government is making in the agriculture sector are showing results. Because our production and productivity, because the area expansion, I think somebody in the CRISIL presentation somebody spoke about the pepper area. So we have almost more than doubled the area under pepper, more than doubled the area under coffee, more than doubled the area under many crops, under turmeric, ginger we have increased the area. So the increase in the areas and the various crops and the increase in productivity, the steps that we are taking, is showing results. So the first thing that we all need to know is that agriculture is a very important sector for Meghalaya. We are all, and it's showing in the numbers, and it is agriculture that is driving this growth story of Meghalaya in some way. Now the second point is basically what is our objective? Because it is wonderful to have these conferences, to have meetings, presentations and all. But at the end of the day, we started, the video of APIDA started with the call given by the Honorable Prime Minister. So our goal in this country is to double farmers' income. In fact, our Honorable Chief Minister has set a goal that because Meghalaya is a small state and we have so much of potential, we should not only try to double farmers' income, we should try to more than double farmers' income by 2028. So that is the goal with which we are working. And in this goal, again, what is relevant to this program, three things we are doing. So one, we are focusing on processing. Very, very important. I'll show you some stories of processing which have also been shown in the previous video. Second, we are thinking of exports in a very big way. And third, organic, which is of course the main point of today's meetings and this whole organic week that we are celebrating. So in processing today, I am very proud to say that Meghalaya has now established a very robust hub and spoke model. I keep telling exporters, I see some of the exporters friends, in fact Mr. Kalai is here, we met him just 1 month ago when the Honorable Chief Minister and the Chief Secretary, me, all of us went as a delegation to Singapore. We had meetings on various sectors, on investment promotion and agriculture and all. So then the embassy pointed us to him and we had long discussions. He took me to various markets in Singapore and showed me how organic ginger, flowers, all these have potential in the Singapore market. So like this, we know friends from various places. So the most important thing, what we did in the last 3-4 years is we established this very robust hub and spoke model, where today if an exporter like Mr. Kalai comes up to us and says, we want 1,000 metric tons of ginger, can you give us? 4 years ago, if somebody asked this question, we didn't know where to collect this 1,000 metric tons. This 1,000 metric tons is growing, but where is it? It is spread out. Meghalaya has 7,000 villages. So, and in 7,000 villages, about 4,000 villages are growing ginger. Now, how do we collect this ginger that is growing in 4,000 villages and bring it to an exporter exporter who wants it in one place, certified, processed, or at least at a minimum sorted, graded. So we have set up a network of spokes where these are the primary collection units. We call them collective marketing centers, and we have set up hubs. We call these prime hubs. So Prime is the state's flagship entrepreneurship program. It was the first program the Honorable Chief Minister launched when he took over office as Chief Minister in 2018, saying that entrepreneurship is very, very important for the state of Meghalaya. So under the Prime program, we have what are called the Prime Hubs. So these Prime Hubs are large processing units. For example, for ginger. So when Mr. Kalai comes and this season we are getting ready, we want to give you those 1,000 metric tons. I hope you are ready to take them. Are you ready?